you'll never try, you'll never know, right? What? I only have one day to prepare.
I'm totally lost.
Because I know that I will have the result. My hands are trembling. Wow. Wait. A lot of languages. I got the internship in spare devices.
I'll be strong.
Hey guys, this is the series of videos where I share my experience in searching for and finding my first internship in tech industry as a software developer. During this period, I recorded videos where I shared my experience, my thoughts, my plans, and my doubts about searching for the first internship. So, enjoy. Before sharing my experience of being interviewed at Yandex, I would like to give you a little bit of context. So after HR call, which went really nice, the HR said that we would keep in touch and she will give me more info as soon as she get the info from the team. And I don't know, really, she just didn't tell exactly like that, but that's what I think they decided, is that I didn't have enough experience. Actually, I didn't have experience at all to be interviewed for the junior position at the team. Like the job description required 1 year of experience with a kind of production projects, something like that. Or even like commercial experience, which I didn't have. She told me that she's gonna give my CV and everything, all the info to the internships, like to the internship department, and they're gonna contact me. So, like, I think it's been like 1 week since I had the first call with HR, and next week I had like a message from another HR of internship department, and she said that the internship interviewing process goes into 3 steps, 3 interviews, or you can change the first interview into submitting the contest of their platform. Like they're gonna give you algorithms and you submit online. First of all, before having these options, when I only had this conversation with the first HR, I thought like, well, I'm ready for the interview. Yes, let's go. Let's have this unique experience. But when like it was right like next to me, this opportunity, I was so scared that I decided to reply to her like, I would prefer the contest. And then I blamed myself for replying like that, because then I was thinking that, yeah, the contest, I could do it like by registering on the website, and this kind of opportunity of the first interview, it was right over here and I didn't use it. I was like, are you crazy? Just message back the HR and ask for like that you say that you've changed your mind, and is it possible to get the interview instead of this contest? Because also I was thinking about, okay, even if I pass the contest, I would have the second interview. It's inevitable. Or, which is the worst case scenario, I wouldn't have this experience of interview at all. And so, yeah, I messaged the HR, probably the advice who are scared of communicating with HR, thinking that, oh, they would think that I'm a person who changes the mind so fast or whatever, and they won't contact me at all because they would think that I'm not suitable to the company because I'm changing my mind. That's what were my thoughts, sorry. And yeah, so don't worry. I remember one of my professors said that there is no situation where you can't like handle it, when you can't reach an agreement. And so here it is, you kind of discuss it, and yeah, if you are polite, that's okay. Yeah, that's why I think, like back to my advice, don't hesitate to ask HR the information you want or discuss, negotiate something. Just be polite, I think, and that's it. Actually, she replied very fast. She said, yeah, yeah, we can schedule the interview straight ahead. And she asked me for the dates, for the time when I'm available. I just sent her the list of the time and days when I'm available, and she scheduled the interview for the next day. And I was like, what? I only have one day to prepare? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was very stressful. Yes, the day before, like yesterday, it was. I don't even know how to describe my feelings and the state of mind I had. I was so nervous and I was trembling, and today as well. And actually, I'm really happy that she organized that very fast, like the next day. Otherwise, I would have this kind of emotional state for a long time. But yesterday I was happy that it will end today. This video is not sponsored. If you enjoy watching my videos and want to support this project, Coding Girl, I created a page on Patreon where you can buy a subscription and get access to extra materials and become a part of a community. Link in the description. Coming back to the main topic of this video, back to the interview, how was it? It went really well, and I don't know why I was so nervous, because the interview was very friendly. I know why I was nervous. I was nervous, first of all, because I would think of myself that I haven't done enough to this point, that it's too early to be interviewed. The second is that about like my image, the perception of me in the eyes of the interviewer, that he or she would think, oh, stupid girl, knows nothing, why the hell is she here? Yeah, this kind of thoughts. But you shouldn't think like me, really. It's like self-destructive things. But I think like yesterday I've overcome them. The thought that helped me to be more positive is that it is the experience, and I really want this experience. I need it. I needed first to understand what should I learn more, like the path, like I don't know, like what lacks in my knowledge. Second is that the next time I will not be that nervous in my second interview. And before, actually, because I think during the interview I wasn't really nervous. I was like, there was a lot of adrenaline. Like I have this kind of feelings when I write exams or perform it on stage. But I say that it's like a good feeling, and it doesn't last for a long time. So, which makes me feel excited and, I don't know, very energetic. I've been talking like 10 minutes, oh my gosh, and still haven't reached the point. How did it go? Right now, I don't think if I get the job, like if I get to the next stage of the interview process of not, I'm just really grateful that I've had this experience. That's the feelings and thoughts that I'm having now. And first of all, as for like how exactly was this process, the interviewer asked me, like I think he scanned my CV before the interview, and he asked about my last project in C++, which is recoding STL containers, and he asked me to tell me more about myself. So this is kind of, I don't know, warm up questions. And by telling him something about myself, he tried to ask like questions and more details. And then I don't really remember, but we kind of got to the point when he was starting to ask me about algorithms, the complexity. This was like the questions I didn't know the answer to, but it was okay. Like it didn't seem like, oh, she doesn't know anything about complexity. But I had something to say because I read about it. I was honest. I was sincere there. I told him what I knew. And he kind of explained like a mentor to me, why is it important and blah, blah, blah. And after this, I think this section of the interview last 20 minutes or something, maybe more. And he said it's time to solve some algorithmic problems, and let's do that. There was a sort of because it was online. I think before it used to be the whiteboard where you write the code, but right now it's just a blank page, but it has like a syntax highlighting and that's it. And you need to write the code to propose your solution to the problem. The problem that he gave me was that you have 2 files as an input, and the info there is already sorted, and you need to return the 3rd file, which is a combination of sorted things of first and second file. For example, first of all, like I was very shocked at the beginning because I was like, oh my gosh, I don't remember how to work with files in C++. And I think he told me at the beginning, don't worry if you don't remember how to work with files, just try to think of the algorithm, how you would do that. And that's what I was starting to think about. And I think I finished with the pseudocode that worked. And he gave me some hints. For example, when I was starting thinking about what can be in the files, for example, numbers. For example, in the first file we have 1, 2, 3. Oh no, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3, 5, and in the second file we have 2, 4. So the output should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your 3rd file. This is kind of thing. I was just saying that, trying to understand whether I understood the task or not correctly. Then I tried to bring like sort of edged cases, what if, and then I was also thinking about how I would organize my algorithm. And when I started thinking about the wrong path, he would like give me a question that I don't know, that really helped me to get back to the right path, let's say, of my thought. And yeah, it was kind of a discussion. And when the interviewer, I think when he saw that I'm kind of lost, he tried to help, to give some hints or something. And I don't know, after like the time exceeded, it was 1 hour interview. I think we've talked for about 10 minutes more. We kind of chatted with the interviewer about the kind of the industry, the programming. He was surprised that I wasn't a student like at classical higher education. I have only positive impressions about that. And the lessons I've learned from this experience is that, first of all, don't be scared, don't hesitate to take this opportunity if you have of being interviewed. Because one interview, you'll be nervous, the second, you'll be less nervous. This is for sure. Yeah. And the second thing is that right now I know like my weak points, that for example, I don't know the complexity of algorithms, and people ask that on the interview. I read about it, but as long as you experience it yourself, you'll get better understanding of how the interview process is going, what the interviewer, how does the interviewer ask you this kind of questions. And it's way better than reading hundreds, thousands of articles of other people doing that. Anyway, you won't get this like, I knew that you should know the complexity of algorithms, but I've never learned that. But by experiencing that, people, like the interviewer asked me, so that's why I know that probably the next time I'll be asked the same question, and I need to be ready for that. Yeah, so this kind of thoughts that I have after the interview, and I'm looking forward for more interviews in my life. And I'm sure that they won't be that stressful as my first one. Thank you very much, and See you in my next videos. Bye bye. Have a good day.